Hello. You had asked for a little bit more information about what goes on in the life worth living process, 8 weeks to relationship ready, that rolls into the Art of Relationshiping program. And how might that change things for you? So I thought I'd put together a little video and tell you a little bit about that so that you could feel it live from me. Because here's what we're going to do. When you call me and say, yes, let's do this thing, I am so ready and I'm so excited. What I'm going to do is we're going to work together and we're going to put time on both of our calendars so that we can meet once a week for the next 8 weeks. So we are going to customize all of the coaching and training to exactly what you are ready to grow into. We're going to unblock your potential. We're going to streamline, in your case, what's going on with your identity and how you're presenting yourself in the world. And that way, whatever is happening, and I'm not kidding, something magical happens on week 4 every single time. One client didn't tell me. She was kind of playing hard to get with that information. And by week 5, she just came clean and she said, all right. It happened. And this is what happened for her. So your magic is going to be unique to you. I'm not psychic. I don't know what it's going to be. Here's what happens. We work together. So you've got once a week for the next 8 weeks, you and I come together. Before you and I come together, what I'm going to ask of you is to watch the video that I'm going to send to you. The video I'm going to send to you is about 20 minutes long. There might be a couple of them in there in each module, and there are 7 modules. So what I'd like to have happen before you and I meet is you take a look at the program on one video. I usually start them. I'm so excited because if you can tell, I'm very excited about this. So you can laugh at that. And I'm going to share with you my experience of how I transformed my life and for myself and my kids and Pixel. You can't see that well right now, but and how things turned around for us. And then how I helped other people to do that and just naturally. And then while I was looking for a different job to work for a big organization, people were like, oh, you need to help them. You need to help her. You need to help her. He needs help. And I'm like, I'm looking for work. And they said, this is your job. So I'm going to share with you all of my life experience pulled together and what my clients needed to hear at that developmental stage in the process in these 20-minute videos. And I literally don't think any of them are longer than 20 minutes. Then I've also included some activities. The activities should not take you more than 10 minutes each. So really, I don't feel like I'm asking too much of you. The magic in these videos and these activities is going to be that when you and I come together once a week for the next 8 weeks, you've already gone through the coaching and we can go deep dive and customize exactly what you need at that moment. So at the beginning of our working together, I'm going to share a confidence assessment with you. So it's, again, super simple. You know, what % confidence do you have these aspects of your life in place? That's going to give us a very clear roadmap as to where we need to focus what we're working on throughout the entire first portion of this program. The modules talk about your challenges, your dream come true. We're going to talk about who you used to be, who you are now, and who you're stepping into becoming. And I've got some exercises we'll work together so that we're going to create clarity in your path. We'll have a very clear vision of who you'd like to become. And we're putting together the steps on how to achieve those goals. Now realize we're going to put together the steps. Life has its own plan. We may need to adjust. So you're not held to this so tightly that nothing can change. Just like when you're sailing a boat, we might need to adjust or trim the sails. We might need to adjust our course using the rudder. Maybe the tide is changing. So there's all kinds of elements that are at play. And I'm going to be your guide to walk you through them. In module 2, we talk about, just like a business has a board of directors, we are going to build an advisory board for you. To do that, we will know what your core values are. We're going to identify your superpowers and your strengths. We're going to stretch your strengths. And I realize you might need to be a little bit vulnerable for this, but we're going to identify some weaknesses only so that we can figure out what do we need to do so your weaknesses are not holding you back. Rather, they're going to help move you forward into stepping into who you wish to become. Got it? So I'll also talk about, I've got tools and techniques. If you're feeling anxiety through any of this, I can help guide you through this. If you're feeling trepidation, fear, a lot of us have a lot of blocks because of fear. So let's figure out, we're going to do, like, what is stopping you? What messages have you been playing in your head, maybe throughout your whole life, or to appeal to others, or doing what you know you should be doing that no longer serve you? So we're going to talk through those to help move you forward. None of these things are designed to be terrifying, fearful, scary. We are not jumping off cliffs. What we're doing is moving safely with confidence and a guide just outside your comfort zone for you to realize who you can blossom into becoming. It's so exciting because it really works. In module 3, we're going to talk about protecting what's valuable to you. This could be literal things. I talk about life in reverse and what that means, because I've seen life in fast forward. We are all mortal. And I want to make sure that you are enjoying your precious life to the maximum, like, succulence that you possibly can be right now. Because we all have a limited time on this planet, we want to make the most of who we are and how much we're enjoying the happiness that is available to us. And also that we can create a legacy that goes beyond. So we are part of something bigger than just ourselves. In module 4, we'll talk about health and self-care. Many people have this already sussed like that. What we do is I go all the way to finding your particular peak performance. And this means not only, always like being the strongest, biggest, fastest, best, shiny object, whatever you are. It also means identifying where your rewards are. Where do you need time for rest and recovery? And even the Olympic athletes put those things in place first. Otherwise, you burn out, you get frustrated, you give up, and none of that needs to happen because there are rewards and joy all along the way. Remember fun and diversion on the pyramid that we've got in place for decision making, all the way up to fun and diversion. Module 5, I call relationshiping. There are 4 aspects to this module, and as you know, my clients have all keep coming to me going, we want to do the deep dive on relationshiping and intimate relationships, how to know how to attract, keep, and enjoy the right love in your life, because life is better with good love in it. We'll work on, do we need to recalibrate relationships at all? Who is in your life now, in your family, in your community, with prospects and clients, in your workplace. So we talk about relationships in many, many ways. And the thing that's coming up for me right now to mention is that sometimes having a coach or a guide help you determine what the intention is and create a safe space for you to try things out and talk out loud to see what your response would be, and then what you really want your intention and the outcome to be, so that you know how to approach a relationship or a situation or a gathering, a family event, a big event professionally, any of that stuff, so that you are so ready to shine and be your best in all of your relationships. Module 6 is about career, revenue, and resource. And in module 6, what we do is make sure that everything's in place so that you can identify clearly your brand and where you fit in it professionally. So whereas module 5 is about personal relationships, module 6 is really about professional relationships. It's also your relationship with your inner voice, your relationship with money, revenue, resources, and how they serve you. In module 7, it's the secrets of happiness and how to get there. It's all about fun and diversion, and we'll pull together everything we've learned. And here's a secret that I love to share. You'll figure it out along the way. It's not my hidden secrets, or my secrets are never really hidden. I go, I have a hidden agenda. It's not going to be hidden. Here's what it is. The hidden agenda is this. For you, when you're looking to attract someone new into your life, what we've done in the first 8 weeks actually helps to position you to be relationship ready. Then what we do is we roll into the program of the art of relationshiping. So if you are looking to invite new love in, and that could be any kind at all, you will now have all the tools in place. You're not going to be sitting down at a blank slate going, I don't know what to write. I don't know how to present myself into the world in a positive light. How do I talk about who I am in such a way that I'll attract someone who likes the authentic me, that I don't have to be someone I'm not, but you can be who you actually are and just illuminate that. And that will invite the right person in. To do that, though, knowing who you are and becoming relationship ready for the first 8 weeks gently positions all of that in place. You are confident, competent, strong individually. You are rooted and grounded. You know who you are. And then all you need to do is illuminate that. And then the right people come to you. The second part of the program is the art of relationshiping. And what we do is now we're meeting as a group. And it happens every time. Initially, everyone's very reticent. I don't want to be in a group. I don't want to share my intimate stuff. I'm good with you, Michelle, because I trust your advice and you're always so heartfelt and you know exactly what to do and say. And if I'm in a group, I can't possibly put it out there. And here's the magic of this group. The only people invited into this group are people who have gone through the program and built that level of trust and understanding, becoming relationship ready, just like you are embarking on. So everyone is at their own point in the journey, and they are looking to either attract new relationships into their life, keep or enjoy relationships into your life. Here's where the super secret sauce is right there. In the group, and they just had to trust me, it took a couple weeks to get started. So you'll be joining a group of people who are creating space where you can be confident in your own time to share your open heart and be vulnerable and know that you are in a trusted, safe space and everyone wants your success. With that, here's the magic. There are people at different points in their relationship cycles with different in every aspect of their lives. So someone might be having a challenge of, I don't trust myself in intimate relationships. I can't navigate relationships. I don't like this new emotion. What is it? Ooh, that's jealousy. How do I deal with that? How do I deal with obstacles? How do I advocate for myself in this relationship? How do I not just make the other person happy and I don't get happy? How do we make it a partnership? It's also relationships with people. So like I said, with people who are looking for love, to attract new people, like on their advisory board. But there's also people in the group who are in relationships. And we talk about the relationships that they are in. We also talk about relationships with people who are in secured relationships like marriages. We also talk about relationships with family members, community members, friends. All of it's in there. And when you're starting out and you see someone a few steps ahead, it is so invaluable to see how they are struggling, to see what their successes are, because you can learn from that and you don't need to go through those obstacles. And when you do, you go, I saw how this worked. I know what to do. It smooths your very clear, well-lit path to who you want to step into becoming. It is magnificent. So there's a group program there. And then you and I can decide, and we will customize how much of the one-on-one you need at that point. So that's a little bit more about what's going on and what's included in the Life Worth Living 8 Weeks of Relationship Ready, 8 Weeks to Relationship Ready, and the Art of Relationshiping program. Any other questions? Feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I look forward to talking to you.